Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're diving into the world of hidden treasures as we explore the four most expensive, even in good or worn condition. These seemingly ordinary coins could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old coin, stick around because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Imagine holding a coin that, to everyone else, looks like ordinary pocket change, dull, familiar, 5 cents worth of metal. Now imagine that same coin quietly sitting on your palm could make you the center of attention at the next coin show, could be the conversation starter that lands you a serious buyer, or in the wild dreams of coin hunters change your life. Today we're zooming in on one specific little piece of American history. The 1995-cent piece from the Philadelphia Mint, the 1990 P Jefferson nickel. It's a coin that most people treat as everyday pocket lint, but in the right condition or bearing the right mistake, it can suddenly become something collectors will chase. Let's peel back the layers and find out exactly what could make a nickel from 1990 worth more than its face value and what's more likely to keep it sitting quietly in a jar. First, the short history that gives this coin its family tree. The Jefferson nickel design, with Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, has been part of American pockets since 1938. The design was created to honor Jefferson and has been updated periodically, but the basic identity remained recognizable through the decades. The modern 5-cent piece is a small disc of cupronickel, a durable blend of copper and nickel that was engineered to survive the rub and tumble of daily life while still carrying the artistry of the mint. By 1990, the Jefferson nickel had long been a stable American staple. Same general look, same circulation life, and millions minted each year. That's important, because abundance matters. When a coin is readily available, most examples are not rare, and rarity is the fuel that pushes prices into the stratosphere. So what separates a 1990 P nickel that's worth a few cents from one that might be worth something meaningful? The first thing to understand is condition. Coin collectors use a formal grading scale to judge condition, everything from heavily worn and flattened details to razor-sharp, mirror-like surfaces. A round condition phrase could mean different things depending on who you ask, but in collector language the exciting grades are the uncirculated ones. The mint state grades where the coin bears no obvious wear and still shows luster. If your 1990 P nickel looks like it just rolled off the press, crisp letters, a strong profile on Jefferson, and bright reflective fields, it might earn a mint state grade. High mint state grades are scarce compared to circulated examples. Even when millions of coins were struck, only a tiny fraction survive with pristine surfaces. Those high-grade survivors are where collectors' money concentrates. But even perfect condition alone doesn't always produce jaw-dropping value. The other magic ingredient is variety. Mistakes and unusual characteristics that slipped through the mint's quality control. Error coins like double strikes, off-center strikes, striking over another coin, improper planchet composition, or die cracks and doubling can be collectible because they are unique snapshots of the manufacturing process gone slightly wrong. For a 1990 P nickel, a serious error that's dramatic and undeniable could thrust it into collector interest. The key point is this: ordinary circulation examples, even uncirculated, are common. Extraordinary error pieces are not. If you find a 1990 nickel with odd doubling on the date, a weirdly off-center image, or metal that looks clearly different, you might have something special. But be careful, there are also cleaned coins, artificially altered coins, or intentionally damaged errors made by hobbyists. A reputable third-party grading service can separate genuine mint errors from tampered fakes. At this point, you might be thinking numbers. Nobody wants a long story without a payoff. The honest truth is this: the typical 1990 P Jefferson nickel is not a treasure. Most of them are worth 5 cents, maybe a little more to a collector if in uncirculated grade, and only dramatically uncommon varieties or the rare ones that graded extremely high by professional services attract serious money. The market for coins is driven by demand from collectors and by certified rarity. When a coin has both impeccable grade and documented rarity, prices can climb. Without that combination, most coins stay modestly priced. If your goal is to find a multi-thousand-dollar coin in common years like 1990, you need either a dramatic, authenticated error or an extraordinary provenance. For example, a coin from a known hoard or one previously certified and sold at auction with a surprising price. Those stories exist, but they are the exceptions, not the rule. So how do you tell whether your nickel is an exception? Start with a careful examination under bright light and a loupe or magnifier. Look for crispness of detail, Jefferson's hair, the date, the rim, the lettering. Shine the coin and see if it has natural luster or signs of cleaning. Cleaning is a collector's kryptonite. Even if it makes the coin look shinier, it often destroys value. Check for any doubling of letters or numbers, an off-center strike where the design is cut off dramatically, extra metal flakes, or an odd planchet with missing cladding. If anything unusual catches your eye, photograph the coin from both sides, at high resolution, and do not attempt to improve its appearance with polishing or chemicals. The worst thing you can do is alter a potentially valuable piece before a professional can look at it. When a coin appears genuinely interesting, the next step is authentication and grading. Professional grading services provide two essential benefits. They verify authenticity and assign a standardized grade that collectors trust. A slabbed, certified coin removes uncertainty for buyers and often commands higher prices. But certification is not free. It costs money and time. That's why you should only submit coins that clearly deserve it, those with sharp, unibust surfaces or obvious error characteristics. If you're uncertain, a trusted local coin dealer or a well-regarded coin club can give a preliminary opinion before you commit to grading fees. Beyond grading, provenance matters. A coin that can be traced to a famous find, a hoard, or a prior reputable auction sale can carry a premium. Stories sell in collecting markets. Buyers pay for certainty and narrative. Documentation, old auction catalog entries, and even the name of a former owner can nudge value higher. If your 1990 P nickel comes with a provenance or paperwork, keep that safe and present it when you sell. Now let's talk about the market side, how and where coins sell. Serious collectors buy through established channels. Reputable auction houses, certified dealers, and well-known online marketplaces where feedback and escrow reduce risk. Avoid shady offers, spur-of-the-moment we'll buy that for cash now schemes, and social media flippers who pressure you to sell quickly. Take your time. Get multiple opinions and price quotes. If the coin is slabbed by a top grading company and graded highly, you'll see interest from a wider buyer pool and better selling options.